What's up, guys? This is Pete and Eric,
and welcome to Not Your Daddies.
like on today's episode.
I know we always have. I don't know why. It shouldn't be anything new for us, but I always feel like, how do we start it? Like, how do we begin the welcome back, guys, or welcome to another episode of?
Because we always want to keep it like the same intro, so it doesn't seem like all off every time. I don't know.
But for the first time, this is actually the first time we don't repeat it. It's like here,
straight ahead.
But welcome, guys. This is episode 17 or 18 of our Not Your Daddies episodes or podcast. It's been quite a week, actually. We've had a pretty relaxing couple of days, I feel.
I think we're entering that time where it's the holidays. Mm-hmm. So anything between like now, which is the week of Thanksgiving, all the way till the week of New Year's.
Yeah,
I feel like everybody's kind of like everywhere, like in limbo. You don't know what day it is, what time it is.
I feel like time.
It goes by so fast,
so quickly.
Yeah.
You don't even know. You don't really realize it. I think it's a good thing and a bad thing because I feel like sometimes because time goes by so quickly, you don't realize what you're missing, or later on you're thinking like that actually happened, or like that was like so long ago. Yeah. Like I thought it literally just happened. Like it's weird, but here we are. We're kind of enjoying our I want to say Thanksgiving week. Right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, right, I think.
And let's go ahead and jump right into it. Our pit and peak of the week. You want to go first?
Sure. I will start with my pit. I didn't have a pit until today.
Oh, yeah.
So my main pit, I guess.
I think this is more like a pet peeve in general, right?
Yeah, it's a pet peeve. And I think
what happened today?
I want to say it's a pet peeve for a lot of people.
I don't know who would be okay with this, but be interesting.
And this happens to us a lot. So we have a business, in case you guys didn't know. So we have a business where we have to make an appointment. People make an appointment so we can showcase our business. So we have a venue, and we own a venue. It's a wedding venue, a party venue. We can do any type of event in there. Sometimes people call, they'll make an appointment, and then they just don't show up. Today, it happened where somebody called and literally they said, is somebody there to see your place right now? Coincidentally, I was there meeting a different client or a potential client to see the venue. And I said, yeah, if you want to come by, I'll be here. And this was, I want to say, at 11:43. 11:53, sorry. It was before noon. He said, I'll be there in 5 minutes because I live like 5 minutes away. Okay. And she never showed up. And I told Pete, okay, I just met with the first client. Somebody else is supposed to come in. I'm going to wait for them. I waited. Normally I only wait for like 15 minutes and then that's it. But since she said she was already on her way, I kind of waited a little longer. And plus I had like some stuff to do there at the venue.
Plus, hadn't they already they tell you, oh no, we can't make it? That she pushed it back again?
Oh, no, that was the first one.
So the first
client did call. And she said the first client called and my appointment with her was at 11:30. They called me at the last minute and they're like, I can't make it till 12 because we're barely eating. I'm like, okay, well, I made it till 12. I was still over there a little bit. Oh, I was over there a little after 11:30 because I knew she wasn't going to make it there. So I got there, I waited, whatnot, met with her. They saw the venue, they left. And then when I was waiting for her to arrive, this other person called. And I thought she was going to, I honestly thought they were going to get there around the same time. Mm-hmm. And they didn't. I waited there till 12:35. They didn't call. I didn't want to call them because I didn't want them to be, well, yes, I'm on my way. And then it's already like
even way longer.
Yes, 40 minutes already passed. And they're still not coming. So, and this happens to us a lot. Like I hate that it happens to us. And then we do have.
Because we're only by appointment.
Yes, because we're only by appointment. And then sometimes we're like 30 minutes away from where our business is. And we literally drive there just to meet them. And
then they have the nerve of not showing up or calling. Still coming late.
Sometimes I'll call just to say, hey, are you coming in? Like, I'll wait like 10, 15 minutes and I'll ask them. and there's no answer. Today I didn't call. I didn't want to bother calling. I just kind of wanted to brush it off, but it bothered me so much. And just don't do that. Like public service announcement, don't do that.
That's super inconsiderate because you never know. Like in our case, sometimes we're busy and we decide, okay, let's go back. We have to stop what we're doing in the middle of whatever time it is.
Yeah.
Meet them, and then it's just the whole thing.
And I don't want to say, like, I don't want to say like this because I don't want it to sound bad, but time is money, especially when you're a small business owner. Like, time is money because that's what it is.
Mind you, I think a lot of the time it also happens where they call you, they ask you for the info, you give them the whole 9-yard speech and details and this and that. They sound very interested. Okay, let me go see it. Okay, you confirm with them that moment. The next day, whenever the time is, they confirm, and then they don't show up. It's so crazy.
Like, that has happened to me
several times.
So, how Pete says is that, let's say it's not the same day, and they want to make an appointment for 3 days from now. I do call them and I message them an hour, 2 hours before the appointment, asking, just confirming. I'm just confirming for our appointment at this so and so time. They always say yes. Rarely do they say no. They always say yes, and sometimes they don't show up. And I'm like, okay, like you confirmed. Like I could have been doing something else. All you have to say is all you have to say is I'm not going.
Yeah, sorry, I can't make it.
Yeah, or I do say if you can't make it, just let me know because we are only here by appointment.
Yeah, you always say that to them every single time.
And no, I was just okay, like whatever. I brushed it off. Sometimes it happens.
Frustrating.
Yeah, I've blocked people before because it's happened where they'll make an appointment, they don't show up, make another appointment, don't show up, and then I kind of remember the numbers, and then I'll just block the number, and I was like, okay, yeah, we're playing games that we don't need to play games. You're not interested, and just say it. Like, just don't.
Or like that one couple that I met with once during the open house. And they came in like a day later. You met with them like 4 times, right? To see the venue again, and then they came again with another person because they wanted that person to see it. And then they wanted to do another one. And I was like, and then she started getting really fussy about
and they hadn't even signed the contract. They hadn't even signed
the contract yet. I was like, girl, slow your roll.
I had this, we had this person call us one time, and we're like getting all into details, but it's, reasons. We had this person call us one time and he hadn't even seen the venue. He hadn't, we discussed packages and all that, and he wanted a demonstration of the food. He wanted a food tasting before he even signed the contract, and he wanted like an exclusive, and we don't do that. Like we would do it. We used to do it a lot for our clients where we would, if they have an event coming up, we would meet with them and we would do food tastings and demonstration of the linens and all that. Now we only do an open house where it's like a certain days out of the month, one day out of every 2 months or so, we'll do it open to the public and they can come in, taste the food, and which is really good, by the way. And then, look at our linens and we have like a whole thing, like an open house type of thing. That's the only way that we do it now, because before we would do it, once a month for all of our upcoming clients. It was just, it's easier now because we get to get new clients come in and taste our food. And this man wanted like an exclusive, and I was like, dude, no, we're not going to do that. And after, I said no, right? And I said, I don't think we're politely, I said, I don't think we're the venue that, I don't think we're the venue you're looking for. Something along the lines like that. And then after, he sent me a review from our Google page, where like a description of us, and it said something, we're always here to serve, blah 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 blah, like our clients, I don't know what, like. And then he said, so this is a lie, you don't go above and beyond, because it doesn't say above and beyond, but he said you don't go above and beyond for your clients. I don't know. I'm like, bro, we're not the venue for you, like we're not.
Well, not even that, it's like, it says they're clients. You're not a client.
We hadn't even met him yet. He had just called.
Yeah, we just run into a lot of different types of characters, some good, some bad, and it's just learning. I feel like once we learn one thing, then something new always pops up.
What would be funny and what would be cool if we did an episode of just situations that have happened throughout the 4 years that we've been in business, because we've been through a lot.
Oh my God, no!
No names.
First, I feel like we get all headaches and get all riled up again. But then I feel like we'd sound like we were just complain.
No, I feel like it's like a venting or like adventures at Peony social events because we've been
this year alone already has been very interesting.
We've been through quite a bit of things. Honestly, it's been mostly just positive things, but it's just things like with everything good comes like, obviously the bad, and then the in between, and then we've had our good share of everything, and I want to say we're pretty good at like kind of
handling the situations.
handling really difficult situations for the most
some of them
part.
we want to just like
react. I think we've been able to just kind of always maintain
We've both been tested in different situations.
Oh my God, yes. Like
with different things. It's crazy.
Do you have a pit of the week?
The pit of the week. Well, it's something so silly and not even important, but it's been annoying me. As you know, we are Fortnite lovers, and I bought the most expensive V-Bucks card that they have on their website or whatever. I started using it, whatever. Bought some stuff on there, and I still had almost like half of it left. And then the following day, it was all gone. Like everything that I purchased was gone. All the V-Bucks were gone, and I was like, "What the heck happened?" We share the PlayStation. He has his account on there. No issues with his V-Bucks. So I'm there chatting with the representative. They were no help, and then I called today. Actually, I had to call twice because apparently I needed to be in front of the PlayStation, and I wasn't the first time. Long story short, yeah, they had to escalate the issue. They couldn't figure out what happened, and I'm just hoping. I mean, there's no way that they're not gonna do something about it, but I better not get any bad news. But yeah, I'm waiting for them to pretty much just refund me all the V-Bucks back.
I know.
I was so annoyed.
I think it happened yesterday, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was
first world problems.
So frustrated, and I feel like you couldn't like concentrate on.
Yeah, I was just like, and it wasn't anything bad. I mean, it's not like, oh my God, the world's gonna end. But just like a little thing that was working. Like, why isn't it? What? Like, why is what's?
It's $100, man.
Yeah,
it's $100.
$100 of points that I bought.
But from what I saw, when you were mentioned it yesterday, I was like kind of looking in and like on Reddit, how, or Google, and then it's like kind of sends you to Reddit and all of that. Things do get resolved. I hate that it's like it takes 5 to 10 business days. Sometimes,
yeah, that's what the representative told me.
They did?
Yeah, she's like the representative I spoke with today. She was really good. She was both of them actually. The one in the morning, and she made her notes and gave me a number, like a reference number. They called the second time, gave that reference number, and she actually made the notes because the girl was like, "Okay, this is your situation." Blah 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 blah. So they were both really helpful. They did whatever they needed to, and then she just kind of said, like, this should have fixed it. If it's not, then I need to escalate it. So she did like an escalation and gave me that reference number. And she did say it's going to take anywhere between 3 to 5 business days. Just keep an eye on your email. And I did ask her, once again, it's nothing like end of the world, but I said, there are some items in the shop that are going to expire by a certain time. If this doesn't get resolved before then, like, what's going to happen? Or
especially because with Fortnite,
things are there for one day and then they're gone the next.
That
sometimes,
because if you're familiar with it, it's like if you want something, get it, because it's only there for a short amount of time, and it's happened to me where I want something and
just yesterday or no, today. Yeah, he wanted like some sort of little emote, and it was gone.
I know, but then they'll bring them back later, but they don't bring up everything back.
Yeah. And then like, you constantly have to be playing to know if it's back, which we all have been lately. That's never a problem.
It's so funny. Like I don't know. Like I feel like lately our routine has revolved around that. I don't want it to be that, but it's just so hard not to get into it.
Especially we play with our nieces, and then our other friends play too.
Like the best thing we've been playing with our nieces. So I'm calling that like family leisure time.
And now our little niece also joined.
Yes,
she's been a trip, guys. It's been so funny, like in a really like just
it's funny way.
Funny way. Yeah,
we laugh a lot because I don't know. It's just the whole
always
situation.
Things going on. One of us getting shot and. you know.
And that there's this, and then all you hear coming from her mic is 6'7".
I was like, what does that even mean? They're like, nothing. I'm like, oh my gosh.
6'7", but that's all you do.
Or the little, whenever she's making the character do all these things, it's like, it's very Gen Z character. But anyways, yeah, that's my silly pit of the week.
And then what's your peak of
I think
the
our
week?
peak is together.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be, we had a small Friendsgiving. We were invited to our other friends group last weekend, but we did have to work the whole weekend. So we unfortunately had to miss that one.
I would say, unfortunately, we had to miss it. Fortunately, we had to work.
Like, it's always like a good...
That middle ground.
Yeah. But yeah, that's our other main friends group that we couldn't make it. And we hadn't seen them in a while. So I was I did want to go, but there was no way out of it. I mean, out of work. And then, so we did our own Friendsgiving with some other friends that we don't ever get to see. Some new, some older. It was really cute. I enjoyed it.
I really enjoyed it too. It was very relaxing, I want to say.
Also want to mention that I actually wasn't stressed getting ready that day, like cleaning and doing other stuff. I feel like I was kind of like just chill. And mind you, this the first time I ever cooked a turkey by myself. Well, in general,
it was absolutely delicious. I loved it.
I was glad. Like I was like, I'm not gonna jinx it. I'm just gonna follow the instructions, and it was surprisingly really good.
Which, by the way, I sent you a I don't know if you saw it, but I sent you a like a turkey recipe, and it was the same girl that was it the same girl?
The macaroni cheese?
I think it was her. The mac and cheese girl, which her name is Teely, I think, on TikTok. She has like a huge millions of followers. But I did a macaroni casserole from one of her recipes. Oh my god, I love it.
Guys, it's super yummy. Super he hadn't even cooked it yet. Well, he hadn't baked it yet, but he made the cheese and everything. Like everything was out of scratch, like all the ingredients. It wasn't from a box.
It was good,
and it was super good. I'm like, can you imagine when it was cooked? Which was it made it even better.
It was really good. But then I saw another video of turkey. The way she did the turkey, and I sent it to you just like for future reference, in case you want to do it, like little stuff that's like, or stuff that she was actually stuffing the turkey with.
Yeah, I know people put like onions
and lemons and all that. Yeah, and then she actually.
I just didn't want to overdo it with anything. I just wanted to keep it super simple.
I don't know what you did, like how you did it. It was just I feel like it was the simplest way, but it was so good because to me, and I always say this, that I feel like sometimes turkey is so dry, but we were literally both of us like kind of taking turns and kind of make sure we were like basting it. And so it was a very buttery. So and throughout it was like just kind of open it and it was like soft, in my opinion.
Everybody else mentioned it was actually
really
soft,
good. Yeah,
turkey. Which sometimes I feel like it can get really dry.
So just so you know, whoever's turkey I'm tasting for the rest of the month, I'm going to be comparing to my babies. But she had, and I know this is so dumb because I've seen people do this. She had, I don't know, like the same broth from like the turkey broth or something. She made it and then they were injecting it into the turkey.
I've seen people do that.
I'm like, oh my god, that's so good. Nonetheless, I feel because ours wasn't a big turkey.
Yeah, I think that helped too.
It was like 10 pounds, I think you mentioned, right? Like 10.2 or something.
Somewhere between 10 and 12.
It wasn't very big. It fed like 10 people, which is 8 or 10 people, which was here. So that was good.
It's always good to, and then everybody, I mean, not to be all gloating, but I'm glad that everybody, either they were being super honest or they were just being really nice. They said they enjoyed the food, which is always something you want to hear, and that everything just felt really cozy because I think everybody except for Haley, but her mom was new. But everybody else, nobody had ever been to the house before.
No, we don't normally host the house. We
don't get a
normally
chance to.
We invite when we have like a gathering or something. We try to do it at the venue because if it's a bigger crowd, we have like the tables, like a bigger space there. So we like to take advantage of that. So we've hosted a lot of stuff over there. Like
I like that we have the space. I just never feel like it's like the same coziness as being at the house.
Yes, and
that's the thing that it's kind of like, oh, which one do you want to do?
And you know what's funny that people that our guests were saying that it was very cozy because there was comments in the vlog because we vlogged
I haven't read the comments.
and people said everything looked really nice and cozy. I'm like, oh, it's good to hear. Honestly, it's a really good compliment for us because people say that our house is welcoming, and I like that.
We've gotten that. We've been told that several times. Brenda said it. Some other people we've had over
different
the years, occasions, yeah.
Which is also the reason why I think we have a magnet for stray animals.
Like a magnet for?
Yeah, our house is a magnet for stray animals, and I think it's a good thing because they go where they feel they're safe. Maybe,
probably.
Yeah, I mean, everyone knows that we're not gonna run them off unless they're attacking our other animals, which
I've had to do in the past.
I think my other peak is I made a new recipe, guys.
Oh my god, guys, this was so delicious. When I walked in, it smelled delicious, and I was like, I hope, obviously it's gonna taste good.
And it was new. And it was so simple. And I did vlog it. So video for that will be coming up. And it was some cilantro enchiladas. And it was like 5 ingredients, five main ingredients, which is the tortillas, the chicken, cilantro, jalapenos, and sour cream. That's it. Like I use like the Mexican sour cream, and everything else.
The
seasonings.
White bottle and the blue lines and red lines, like letters.
Yes, like with the green little top and like the red letters and stuff. Yeah, the rare Mexican one. It was so good, and I was very worried because when I made it, I could taste when I was putting it in the blender, I could taste a lot of the jalapeno taste. But then when I cooked, spicy. Well, I felt like it was going to be too vinegary. But then I cooked it, and it kind of like blended, the sauce kind of blended together.
Like it toned it down.
Yes, and I should have known because when you make your sauce, like the chipotle and all of that, like once you cook it, it kind of makes it gives it a little different taste. I don't know, maybe like a roasted more taste.
Yeah, definitely more roasted.
But I really loved it. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, as soon as I got here, I was like, oh, he was filming, so I was trying to be quiet. And I'm like, oh my God, it smells so good. And then he's like, come and taste the food when it was ready. I'm like, oh, gladly. And I was like, oh my God. I'm like, it was so good. We served ourselves there, and then I think I got another plate.
Yeah.
And I almost went back for a third plate, but I had to stop myself.
I ate mine, and then like I kept kind of like going back to like pick at it. So yes, but there is some leftover, and I don't want to leave that for my babe. I should have made a Mexican rice. That's my only regret.
Thing that was missing to be completely clean. I just needed that Mexican rice. But oh my God, they were delicious, super good. Them. I think it's always scary when you're doing a new recipe that you've never done because you want it to come out good.
And then whenever I'm trying something new, obviously I have my babe to
the guinea pig.
Like when I made pozole for the first time.
Oh yeah,
I want to say maybe like a year ago, and I loved it.
Was it a year ago already?
Yeah, I think it's been a year.
Wow, that was so fast. I thought that was this year.
I gotta renew that.
It was this year.
I did because I did it again this year, but the first time that I did it, it was like almost a year ago because it was around Christmas time. Last year, maybe. I don't remember. Maybe it was in May.
Point being, it was good.
Yeah, it was really good. I really good. So I want to do that for New Year's. I think that would be really good.
Oh, and also we put our Christmas tree up the day after the Friendsgiving.
I loved
literally like the next day we took everything down and put it up.
And then my baby's been thinking of, and this has been like maybe since last year or 2 years, he wants a bow on it. So I've been looking for like the perfect type of bow to put on top of it. Right now, there's nothing on
no
tree topper, but I like the way it looks.
I do too.
It does. I feel like it might need something. Right? The ornaments that we put this year are like kind of pretty big. Everything that I see online, I'm not very convinced as to what maybe he would like. So I want to make sure that we do it at least before December, so that we can have like a nice bow. Finally, this year we can have like the nice bow.
Well, even if it's not a bow, but I just know it needs something.
And
I was even like looking on Pinterest, like Christmas 2025 trends, Christmas tree trends, or like decorating trends. But there's still the bows, and I mean, I feel like everything kind of always repeats itself. Yeah. Just changing the color or the material.
With our first tree, we would always put a little. Oh, you know what? You can see it.
Oh, the nest.
The little nest. There's a nest back here. I'm never getting rid of that nest. We got rid of the tree, which I didn't want to get rid of at first, but it was kind of like we got it when we first moved in, and I was attached to it, I guess. So when we got the new one, I told Pete, maybe we can go back and forth, but no, it's just it was time to go. But that nest,
the new tree is super duper duper nice.
I love it, and we even waited for them to
because
take
it was
down.
from Home Depot. It was only available at that one. And we went like super late, right? Like an hour and a half or 2 hours before they closed.
It wasn't at our local Home Depot. We had to drive maybe like 40 minutes from here. So because I didn't have it, we have a Home Depot like
close by,
like 15, 20 minutes away. But it wasn't there. So we had to drive further away. And I told them, the first thing is, it's because I'm not from here. I'm like,
we did tell them like we came all the way from over here.
Yeah, so that was.
I think that was the thing. They were like, "Oh, okay, let's go get it for them."
Let's go get it for them.
For us to have to make them come back again tomorrow.
Yes.
So I think initially one of them was like, "Well, we'll have it out tomorrow on the floor."
That was the first thing that I was thinking. Because one of them was like, "Oh, well, it's not right now. It's in the truck. We haven't unloaded them." But then somebody else came and, kind of worked their magic and let us work our magic. And then, nonetheless, we brought it home, and it's here, and our best tree ever. Yeah, definitely. Honestly, I really loved it.
How tall is it? Like 8 feet?
It's 9.5. 9.5 feet.
Almost touches the ceiling.
Yes. So, and our colors are green and champagne, and different types of green.
Different types of like champagne, gold, soft gold.
We're both looking that way because the tree's right there. Yeah. Now the tree that's behind my babe. Originally, I started decorating it with like little ornaments that we have,
like little fandom,
little collection stuff. But now I feel like, but I do want to keep it as is. Like I do want that to be like the quote unquote like the fun tree. But I feel like it just needs a little more traditional ornaments to kind of blend it in together. But moving on, we are going to have our Mexican phrase of the week. Our Mexican phrase of the week is mejor pedir perdón que pedir permiso.
Which pretty much comes down to I'd rather ask for forgiveness than permission. Which I've always thought was very interesting because I'm like, it depends on the situation. But I guess so. In general, yes, I guess so.
I think, I don't know, people take it in different ways. But I feel like the way that you should take it is like, I'd rather have asked for forgiveness like by doing something good than ask for permission by doing something good. I mean, I don't know, it's taking the liberty of doing something without having to ask you, but this in the end is going to help you, although not everybody does that.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm like, I guess it depends on the situation.
Pero mejor pedir perdón que pedir permiso.
I'd rather ask for forgiveness than permission.
So we have been watching a few shows. One show in particular really pisses me off.
I know, guys.
Week after week. This week, it pissed us off.
Extremely. I went as far as to actually post about it on Facebook.
Well, you never do that.
I never post anything anymore on Facebook. To be honest, I don't bother with Facebook. But yeah, I was like, oh, I'm so mad.
Tell them which one, baby.
We are watching Dancing with the Stars this season. Has a lot of good people that we like. A lot of good dancers. Like I feel like a lot of people were really good, and some are like really good. But one in particular, which we were watching and hoping that she was going to get. I was hoping she was going to win. Period. But at least make it to the top 3, and that was good enough.
I was hoping for her in the top 3.
At least the top 3. I wanted her to win. Was Whitney from The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives? Guys, she's so good of a dancer, and she's like so charismatic, and I don't know, she looks really beautiful, and she all the top things. I always felt like she nailed it every single time.
And she got robbed.
And she got robbed, guys. She went home this week. I was peed off.
I don't understand, because I feel like every week she got like some of the highest scores from the judges. Scores. But then obviously they're saying that they're going it also based on like the fans, the votes, whatever. So the past 2 weeks, I think they say that it's not that it's technically that it's not like in
order.
That it's just whoever's left might be going home in the last 3, whatever. But I feel like that's like the bottom 3. She was in the quote unquote bottom 3
twice this week and last week,
and the previous week when Jen was.
But
there
last
too.
week she had immunity. Yeah.
So maybe that's why they were kind of left it on there. But anyway, she was robbed. She was so good.
And there's been a few things that I saw afterwards. If you saw the episode, not last week's episode, but like because they have all the episodes of the Mormon Wives show on Hulu. But if the episode that I'm referring to is when she admitted on camera that the main reason she started filming season 3 to have the opportunity to audition to be on Dancing with the Stars. I was like, she just flat out said, like, I'm here to try to get on the show, and that's it. Like, point blank, period. Which
I remember that when we first started watching
the episode, that's going to bite her in the butt.
I told her, watch her be the one to go home, because she said that in the show, and in the Mormon Wives show, that she only got back because of this, and fans are not going to want to vote for her.
Yeah.
I don't want to say I jinxed it because it's pre-recorded or whatever, but oh my God, like I will kind of like hit the nail on the head.
So people were saying that, that bit her in the butt, saying that on camera. So people didn't want to vote for her because, people are haters. Also, another alleged rumor, she did swear on camera when she was being interviewed by Julianne Hogue when they give her the scores after their dance. She said the big F-bomb. They were able to bleep it because, there's always like a delay or whatever. So people were saying, like, did she F-bomb because she knew she was going to go home? Or did she F-bomb because she was just genuinely excited and they decided, like, executive was like, nope, get her out of there because of the F-bomb? I don't know. I just think she got robbed, and it sucks because the whole point of the show is to bring non-dancers on there and watch them improve over week and get them to the point where they're like, dang, they're really good.
Yeah.
It's like, if it's a popularity vote, then what's the point of even bothering with the whole
like with
ranking?
Andy that was there for so long.
I don't know.
My God.
What is he?
He's
The sidekick
Conan
to
O'Brien's sidekick.
Him, that Andy man, if you know who he is, he was horrible. Poor man. Like, I felt like, get him out of here. Like, if you're just, like, there's no way he was outvoting all these other people. There's no way.
You know what would piss me off about the whole situation with Andy is that none of the judges would actually
criticize what is her name, the lady, the judge? I was forgetting her name.
I don't remember her name.
Anne? No.
Yeah, Julianne.
No, not Julianne.
Yeah, Julianne.
Julianne Hogue, but
that's
the actual judge.
Carrie Ann.
Carrie Ann. There you go. There's an Ann there.
And Julianne Carrie Ann. Yeah.
So Carrie Ann always critiques everybody. She's like the Simon. She's gonna give you a good thing, but she's also gonna throw you the reality check.
Yeah.
And I hate that every single week after week after week, all of them were just kind of like baby him and great job and this and that. Mm-hmm. No, and how come the person before and the person after, you chewed them apart?
And they did great.
For the smallest thing. Oh,
yeah.
Your finger was too high. It should have been at a 90-degree angle.
Yeah.
It was so ridiculous, and it ticked me off because he took the place so many times of other people that were doing so much better than him. And it was just, he was on the show way too long, and I don't care if you like him or not. I don't have anything against him because I don't even know who he was, to be honest, in the first place. I just think he sucked. He should have gone home the second week.
I think so too. He should have gone home the first week.
To be honest.
But people were keeping him on, and I told Pete, we kept talking about this, but I was like, what if watching people keep him till the very end so he could win, so they could just sabotage the show? We don't watch this show on a regular basis. Yeah. Like, this was actually the first season I'm actually watching every single episode. Mm-hmm. To be honest, the only reason I'm watching is because of Whitney. So many
posts
Jen.
I saw were like, well, I guess I'm not going to be watching the show anymore after this. A lot of people were watching because of her. She was really good.
Mm-hmm. She was really good. I really like Robert too. The
Crocodile Hunter son?
Yes. Mm-hmm. And I really
Zac Efron's brother.
Dylan Efron.
Yeah, and
Alex.
She's like a influencer. She's really good. She's just as good as Whitney.
Yep. The one that I'm not too keen about is Elaine, and it's not really her dancing. It's more I don't know. I feel like she has an attitude as a gymnast girl.
yes.
Jordan.
Jordan, I
Jordan?
don't like her. I'm sorry. There's just something like she's trying too hard to come off as like likable, and you could just tell she's. I mean, to me,
I
she's.
feel like she's a little bitchy.
Yeah, seems like she's a little bitchy, to be honest.
All of these comments are just for entertainment purposes.
I mean,
Dancing with the Stars. If you want to sponsor, sponsor.
we're being completely honest.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, as people who have been watching this for
years.
I mean, you should see. They should know. But yeah, that was like a whole.
I was really disappointed. I like I said, I posted about it on Facebook. I posted about it on Instagram. I even I commented on Whitney's post about it. But I will bring up one positive thing. I saw on her story that she is in New York City. She was auditioning for a Broadway show.
Yeah, well, she's gotten also like a bunch of sponsorships and like commercials and
Good
stuff.
for her.
I saw recently. And she posted it. That's why I saw it. She got a Panera commercial.
Oh, really? Panera.
Yeah, Panera.
Panera's good.
Yeah, we love. Well, I like it. I
love their roasted
I don't eat it all
tomato
the time,
soup.
but
Oh my god, it's so yummy. Their Italian sandwich. Anyways,
I'll show it to you on TikTok. It's
that's
a
good.
cute one. She did
I'm
like
really
a whole
hoping
dancing thing.
she takes off because it looks like that's something that is making her really happy.
I don't feel that the reason that her talking about it and saying the reason going back to the show should be a negative thing, because people should want to advance. People should want to move forward from where they are, which will come in place in today's main topic episode. People just you don't want to be stuck in one place. You want to better yourself. You want to do more for you and your family. I feel like other people just want to
What's wrong with that?
hold you back, and it sucks. Just really quick. Oh yes.
I was going to mention that I saw a girl on TikTok talking about what happened, the elimination for Whitney. And she's like, oh, had this been a man coming on a show and is being very honest, like she was forward, that he wanted to, advance and grow and
she's
try for
right.
something, nobody would have batted an eye. But because it's a woman who's being so assertive and, maybe she's not likable on the Mormon Wives because of past situations. But whatever, she was being completely honest, and she earned it. Like, she earned the spot. Like, so for people to be hating on her and maybe rigging the votes or who knows, etc., and allegations or whatever you want to call it.
To be honest, watching her on Dancing with the Stars, I forgot
about all the bad stuff.
About
all the drama, I guess.
About how she was on the show or how she was portrayed on the show. I don't want to say a lot of it. It's editing, but every show needs a villain in it. So maybe some of the editing was to make her purposely like the villain. People say what they say. That's it. Like, you don't make them say it. They don't edit that in there. But sometimes things get
chopped up and misconstrued and
yeah. So I don't know how she really is. Nobody does unless you really know her. But I really like her after now, like whatever. So I hope more positive things.
To be honest,
come
in season 3
of
of Mormon Wives, she looked like she was kind of turning a new leaf.
Yeah.
Like, her attitude just was changing, seemed a little bit more like, I want to clear out all the bad stuff and just move forward.
But I guess we'll see her point of view in 6 months, because I think it comes out every 6 months.
Yeah, it's going to come out every 6 months.
Just moving on from that really quick, I want to address a little situation that we had last episode. So we saw the movie Wicked.
Oh gosh, what happened? How?
And
yeah. I know what you're saying.
We saw it and did the episode right after. Well, we saw a double feature after.
A couple days later.
And some opinions have changed from last episode to today.
We'd like to retract, or I would like to officially retract some comments I was making. After careful consideration and watching the movie a second time, I don't feel it was rushed, and I don't feel the editing was like too drastic. I think it was just the excitement of the movie, and I was trying to absorb it all in, that I felt like my mind was just overwhelmed and watching, to be completely honest, because the first time, for the first movie we saw it, I thought it was really rushed too. And that movie was like 45 minutes longer.
Yeah.
Or 30 minutes longer,
It was
whatever.
like 30 minutes longer.
But then I saw it again, and it kind of seemed a little bit more at ease. So yeah, that was my main thing about Wicked for Good. It didn't seem rushed the second time.
I think what helped a lot is that we saw a double feature
Back to back.
because we sat there and this is what a lot of us don't understand, is that it's a full-length movie just cut
in
into
half.
2 pieces. Think about it as you're watching Titanic. Titanic gets cut into 2 different DVDs, VHS, whatever. Take one out, put on the other. That's just literally what happens here. So there's a time jump from the first half to the second half. I thought it was 12 years. It's 5 years, technically. And the musical is 5 years.
Too.
So that's what you're watching. So think of it that way. A lot of people are like,
one long movie.
yeah. So some comments were, or some critiques were like, especially one from our friend. He's like, well, I like the music in the first one so much better, and that's because I've seen the play. I was like, well, if you've seen the play, you know that this is a full-length thing.
You know what to expect.
It's not a sequel. It's just it's all together. It's one story. So that's what helped a lot with us. I loved everything. I loved watching the first part again in the big screen, because it just kind of felt different.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I loved it.
We've seen it several times here at home, but it's just different seeing it on the screen.
It's way different. John M. Chu, I know for a fact you'll be watching this episode.
Hopefully.
Ariana, I know you'll be watching this episode. Cynthia, you asked me to retract. We retract. We apologize, and thank you for forgiving us and sending us that merch. But yeah, we love it. 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, for sure. Which we'll be watching again tomorrow.
Yeah, with new friends that haven't seen it.
Haven't seen it.
I don't care to admit it. I'll watch it every single day if I could.
I was like, I want to watch The Running Man, and you guys can watch. I really want to watch The Running Man.
I said, go ahead. And I'm going to watch Wicked.
But I don't know why the theaters, I think because it's Thanksgiving weekend or Thanksgiving week, we're supposed to be doing like Movie Tuesday, but
because of the week.
Yeah, it's like regular price. So I was like, I guess we'll watch Wicked. Get it sponsored. I'll ask John M. Chu to kind of send us tickets.
Oh my gosh.
But okay, yes. So now that that's out of the way,
the hair has been cleared out.
let's move on to our main topic. We have a little cheese man.
No names. Just
no names. No names. For anytime we have a story time, it's going to be always no names, unless it's us, obviously. But
Eric is blah blah blah.
The best.
Huh?
But yeah, I don't think. We would never say any names. People that know us will know who we're talking about. But we want to talk about the time that we got fired / quit.
I think quit / fire.
Yeah, quit / fired from the wedding venue that we were working for as photographers before we opened our venue, and how we opened our venue. That's how we opened our venue. Mm-hmm. Round of applause for Peony Social Events. Okay, so I think I'm gonna start with like the very beginning of how everything started and how the drama started. I think we were photographers for a specific venue, and we were their exclusive photographers at the time. And we had before we got
with them.
We had no contract at all, and we before we even started working with them, we had already agreed or talked about, and we had already discussed that we wanted to open a small wedding, not a wedding, a small party place, right? A small party venue, whatever. We even had
to start getting our feet wet in order to get like big something bigger.
something, right? So we had in storage, we had linens, we had dinnerware.
We didn't even know what or if that was even happening, but we had it all.
We had it all. We had stuff, and we had it in storage because we knew at some point it was going to happen. It was the very throw it into the universe type of deal. So put it.
And
in
mind
our
you, we
vision
had already
board.
been doing photography. Well, Eric had already been doing photography for many years, and then together had been doing it for a few years.
Yeah,
And
since we started dating.
I was still doing full time on my other job.
So,
but anyways,
I feel like when you and I started dating,
that's when we really pushed the photography.
So
because that would help him on the weekends.
And we would do
we would do quite a bit.
Quite a bit, yeah.
Even this was before anything else. It was just the photography. You still had your full time job. I still had mine, and then
there was times where we would do like our full time job and then go to the photography. So it was like a whole thing, right? Aside from working with them as photographers, we also did photography on the side, which they hated, by the way. Pete would go with them.
Which had nothing to do with that would affect their
nothing
work.
would affect with them because we had assistants. Pete was the main photographer when I couldn't go, and then we had an assistant that would go with him, and then vice versa. We had a whole team, and there was a situation with with an event, which was a wedding, and it was raining really hard, really bad that day, and it flooded everywhere. So we had to meet the bride
everywhere in this whole area that we live in.
Yeah, even by our house. So it was flooding on our. We had to meet the bride at their hotel, and driving to the hotel, the streets, we had to kind of take different streets because most of the streets were flooded. So
they were getting back.
then getting to the venue, it was flooded, like getting everything flooded, right? So afterwards, I had posted congratulations to the couple, and I posted a picture of them.
Because we hit it off with them.
Yes. Oh, yeah. We hit it off with them.
We had no problems with the couple at all.
So we put congratulations so-and-so couple. We are glad we hope you had a great day despite the floods and I don't know the water, the rain, and all of that, something like that, around the lines of that. I tagged the venue, and then she immediately called me, and she said, "Why would you put that on Facebook?" And because I'm going back to this, why would you put that on Facebook and embarrass us like this? And I don't know what. And I was like, "What are you talking about?" She thought that I was talking about their venue flooding, which it did, but it flooded all in the parking lot. It was like everywhere. And this is something that Pete and I still kind of make fun of. He said that they had a silent generator in the back that was draining the water, which was a lie.
Because, I believe it was like some main family members of the bride and groom.
I think it was a dad. Were
asking him, like, what are you going to do? What's happening? And he just kind of BS'd his way through that.
But it was kind of ridiculous. So she said, I was like, I'm not going to remove the post. And I'll untag you, but I'm not removing the post. So I untagged them, and she said, okay, so...
Oh, yeah, because she said, well, didn't you remove us from remove the tag.
Yeah, so I removed the tag, and I was like, okay, fine. Honestly, the post had nothing to do with them. It was just a whole...
She read into it too much.
I would always post a photo of the photo session, and then just congratulating everybody with a little summary, and that's it. And she took it to whatever it was. It wasn't meant to be shady, and it wasn't a shady post at all. It was like just a whole positive post, So, she said, she calls me back, and then she's like, "Hey, so, what clients have I?" Oh, she's like, "Okay, so, oh no," she's like, "What clients have I sent you? Future clients?" And I gave them the names, and she's like, "Okay, because we need to see what we're gonna do with our future clients." In some of them, she even said for me to hold off on scheduling them and contacting them, because they wanted to see what they were going to do. Meaning that they were ready to fire us, and they were going to look for another photographer, right? Okay, I told Pete, okay, this is our sign for us to start looking for a place to start the venue. We had already been discussing it. We just kind of were holding it off, and we were waiting a little longer because COVID had just happened. We were going to do it during COVID or right before COVID started, but then we started working with them or whatever, and then COVID happened, and it was like, okay, it was a sign we weren't supposed to do it in 2020, right? So it's like, okay, we're gonna wait, and then we waited. Well, whatever. All that happened. We started looking at different places. We kept this quiet from everybody. We still kept doing whatever. Things were so awkward with them. This is, mind you, we hadn't even mentioned anything about us looking for
venue,
anything
or starting,
right? So then we decided to post about it once we found a place. We were remodeling, so we would go to their events. After their events, we would go straight to the new.
Mind you, their events would end like at 11 or midnight.
At midnight, we would go straight to our venue to get it ready, because everything we did there was like done by us.
Painting and everything.
All the remodeling, like everything that we did, like it was done by our hands, which I'm so proud to say. And it was like long hours, because we would go from our venue to come home, shower, get ready, go to work at their venue, then go back to the venue. We would like change and all that there. Like we had like a whole routine for a whole 2 weeks, 3 weeks. We didn't really like sleep much. So we're trying to.
I think it was like a month.
Yeah, it was a lot. So we posted it and on Facebook. I think that was my only regret, quote unquote, or like our only mistake, where it's like we should have talked to them about this first. But then again, it's like I feel like we don't owe them an explanation, because she was already looking for photographers, which I already knew that she was looking for they were looking for photographers to replace us.
They're the type of people where once something is set in their head, they're not going to go back on it.
And which is
from a lot of different situations that we
from different people
over things. Yeah,
and it sucks. But we posted it, and they started calling their clients, and they said that we started recruiting their clients, which is not true. We've had the Peony social events business before, because I used to do invitations, flowers, whatever. So there was business cards on there, and in the business cards, whenever we would give them the photography the USB package or whatever, I would put a business card of the photography, a business card of the Peony social events all the time, because that's what little services that we would do, like bouquets and all of that. So we've had those, and it was a completely different logo of what it is right now for the venue, because it was a different service. So she said that she was saying that we were recruiting their clients and trying to steal it from them. Mind you, our venue is like a small venue compared to their big venue. There's no comparison. Whatever, we were arguing, and we got into a huge fight, like a huge over the phone, speakerphone. And I said, you know what? Fine. We're no longer doing your events, whatever. So they wanted us to finish their events for the end of we weren't going to open our venue. This was at the beginning of June. We weren't going to open our venue until August. And then because we kind of had a schedule. So our plan was Pete was still going to be going to them to do the photography. I was going to be doing ours. Our intention was only to be doing like bridal showers, baby showers, birthday parties. We didn't think we were going to be getting weddings, quinceañeras, and all of that, which we did, thankfully. We just didn't know. We were going to start somewhere, kind of work our way up, right? And there was a huge argument that started. We were fighting like little kids, like just kind of going back and forth. And they started kind of spreading rumors with their staff towards us. So every time we went, it was just made it so awkward, because everybody used to talk to us so well. And then we would go and nobody would
barely want to say hi to us.
Yeah. It was like, okay, like we're here.
I guess we know where you all stand with everybody.
I mean, which is fine. They stand with their bosses. They pay their, they give them their paychecks, whatever. But that had nothing to do with them. So
And mind you, they were only hearing one side of their story.
And I'm pretty sure the story that they were hearing was so much different than what the things really were, because what we would hear about their previous photographers, previous DJs, them talking about
past
employees. It's like, oh my god, yeah, they're talking really bad about us. We currently have them blocked because we know that she's a stalker, so she would stalk her previous photographers. I'm sure she's stalking all of our stuff. So anyway,
if they would bring up previous employees to us nonstop the time we were there, can you imagine
how many times they brought us up to
afterwards
their employees? And they said that they didn't know that we wanted to open a venue. That's something that I discussed with them during when I met them, because we had a meeting. I had a meeting with them, and they offered me so and so. So they were saying, we were offering you this much money a year, and you're gonna leave that to go make whatever. They're paying us $550 per event. They're paying us, and it's 5 hours, right? Plus the photo shoot. That's $550 for photography
and video.
5-hour service for photography and video, plus a photo shoot, plus a print of a photo shoot for $550. What the fudge? At first I said yes. I had originally said $750, right? Because I know, okay, we're going to start off with them and grow, whatever. When it comes down to it, no matter what and how many events, one of our events is 5 of their events, or 4 of their events, or some of them, one of our smallest packages or whatever. So as you're comparing, and then you're comparing our biggest package, when it's like pears and apples type of deal, like everybody wants to grow, which is why earlier I mentioned like Whitney, like you all want to grow. We all want to grow. So to them, it was like, we're paying you so much money a year. Like, and it's like, no, you're not. Like, you're really not. And I thought it was so ridiculous how they kind of were trying to throw things in our face as far as that. But
mind you, by the time we would get their clients, they were already fed up with them for the past couple months of several situations that we're not even going to get into, because the clients would tell us this and that about them. And so, they were already like another person I have to deal with. So they had always kind of a bad attitude, to be honest. Completely. And it was the majority of their clients. So, it was kind of deal with that, deal with scheduling, deal with this and that.
We have had some of their clients find us
afterwards.
Without recruiting. This is on the record. Without recruiting, they've found us. And they've become clients of ours, which we love.
One in particular who actually called us to let us know that they had called her, and kind of were like, well, have they contacted you and this and that? And she called us immediately afterwards, and she's like, hey, just so you guys know, like, I just got a call from X, Y, and Z, and they're not too happy about, about y'all's new business that you open. I have nothing against you guys, but I just wanted to give you a heads up so that way you understand like what they're doing behind your back. And then we brought that up to them. They acted all stupid, like, "Oh, I didn't do that." We
weren't calling them. It's like, I'm like, if you're doing it, you're doing it. Like, but whatever. I feel like one of the things that pissed me off the most was that I'm not going to be worrying about a little venue. Like, okay, if you're not worrying about a little venue
of your size,
then what are you doing? Mind you, a year later, they opened a venue.
The same size or so.
Yeah, and I'm almost positive that they called us comparing to like ask for prices and our packages.
Us for information on the packages.
Because one of their clients said that they had the same package, and that they even told them, okay, we'll compare. We will meet their package. How much do they have it for? We'll meet their package and we'll give you $50 less. And which I don't care. Like you as a client, you have the right to go wherever you want. They still stuck with us, but I just feel like it's funny how all that works. Everybody kind of knows each other in our area. It's like,
especially in this kind of work, line of work. It's just funny though, because regardless if you have, business A and business B, you can give the same prices, everything can be identical of what you're quote unquote providing to or supposed to be providing to a client. But it all comes down to
the service.
That's the number one thing, because you can have the most beautiful venue in this example, in this case, the most gorgeous everything. But if the wait staff, the owners, the DJ, like anybody who has to do within that event is treating you like crap, like, do you think they're going to want to go back to you? No. Are they going to be more appreciative when people are being genuinely nice and, being treated well without being disrespected? Oh, yeah,
of course.
For sure.
Yeah.
And it's happened before where, like, a client will coincidentally book us for one thing, and then they're like, oh, for example, bridal shower. Oh, yeah, okay, cool. And then we're like, hey, where are you getting married? It's a general question that I always ask every client. How did you meet? Where are you getting married? Blah, 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 blah. Small talk conversation to start building that rapport with the client. Oh, I'm going to get married over here. Oh, really? Okay, wow. And then our event happens with that client. They come back for picking up pictures, for example, and they'll tell us, oh my God. And we're like, how did your wedding go? Or whatever. Oh my God, I've had nothing but issues with them. And oh my God, this. Every single client
so
that we actually
our clients have cross paths.
On one occasion
or we've
another.
crossed paths because of clients still, which is funny. It's funny because it's going to happen. It's going to continue happening,
and that's fine.
Us, for being a small venue, we provide great service compared to bigger venues, and I'm so happy about that.
And we're not just being biased about that, to be completely honest.
Can ask anybody you want.
I just feel when you are told that time over time again from different clients, even just their guests, you have to be doing something good or something right.
Yeah.
And I always just tell Rick, I don't ever want to be in that situation, no matter. Another thing, whether a client is paying for 60 guests or 100 guests, a baby shower or a quinceañera wedding, everybody across the board should be treated fairly, whether they're spending less money or more money. It doesn't matter. The food always has to be good. The service from the wait staff has to be good. The decor has to be top notch. Our attitudes need to be top notch. Everything across the board has to be the same for everybody, because I do recall this specifically, that during a conversation with those people, they did say, or one of them said, you think I'm going to be stressing about a client who's paying me this when I have another client over here? I'm going to take the client that has that's going to give me more money and blah, 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 blah. And we just looked at each other like, shouldn't it be the same across the board? And we've heard that from another vendor that has nothing to do with any of this.
It's funny how people think that way, right?
She also said that, and she's a very popular vendor in our
area.
Well, and also in our line of business.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people use it for her, and I'm going to give her credit where credit is due. When she does a great job, she does a great job. Our experience with her was not that great, and we've heard several people have the same issues with this person. But she did also mention, because when we were getting everything ready with her, I'm not going to be stressing about a client who's going to just spend this amount of money when I have a $50,000 client that I'm working for, and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, well, that sucks, because no matter what, like, your service should be across the board to everybody.
It comes down to service,
period.
For anything.
Anything you do.
But one of the things with them is the very last day that we were working with them, this is where you're fired.
This was
I
the
quit
last
type of deal.
Last
It was the last event that we had with them. It was a quinceañera, and Pete had already blocked them during the event.
I did.
And we were arguing in their office before leaving.
The whole reason that started during the event, we practically ran the whole event. Even people would think like, "Oh, I thought you guys were the owners." We're like, "No, we're just the photographers."
I know,
the owners are over there. Go deal with them. They wouldn't never want to be dealing with anybody. We kind of took it upon ourselves, and we regret doing that. and then they got accustomed to us just kind of running the whole
Yes.
show. So we were there doing our work, and I happened to be on the phone, which always happened. Like, you can't be on your camera like the whole 5 hours nonstop. Like,
Mind you, we're not employees. We're under quote unquote under contract. We're a third party vendor. So if we want to be on our phone, we will be on our phone.
yes,
Like,
I mean the
that's-
client is still being
Yeah.
provided. We're doing more work than you are. Period.
Yeah.
So I happened to just glance at my phone at something. It wasn't even related to the stupid venue. I mean, to the venue.
To
it was
our
just-
venue.
It was something else
Yeah.
that I was just looking at, and he happened to come by, like literally creeping up on me, and he just like, "El chisme está bueno. The gossip is good, isn't it?" And I'm like, sure, like whatever. So I took that as like, let me just put my phone away. Like, he's gonna be a big old douche about anything because he's in a bad mood. I brought that up to Eric, and then at the end of the night, everything was wrapping up, and Eric and I would always go get our backpack from their office, and they would pay Eric, and we would leave, and it just kind of snowballed from there. They were ready to fight, like they
were ready.
They were ready, like gloves on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna argue with you and piss you off.
And and if you know me, I am the type that I will not stay quiet, and I will keep an argument all night long. And even if I'm wrong, I will keep an argument all night long. And I wasn't wrong in this instance. And they were arguing with me, and she kept saying, she wanted me to stop posting my photography clients on our page, like their clients on my page. And she kept saying, and she even stood up and she slammed, and she's like, "But they're my clients. They're our clients." I'm like, "Girl, as soon as you pass them to me, they're my clients too, because you paid me. I will be posting them. It's
we
my
took the
services.
photos.
No matter what, I own those photos. You don't own the photos." They wanted to start putting. This was during that time where we agreed to still work those last
To
clients.
finish
Because even our argument, we had an agreement after that phone call, just to kind of ease out, where we're still going to work the last clients and then kind of work a certain day.
We
was
still
gonna
have quite
be
a
our
bit
last
of clients still.
Yeah, so we were doing that, and they wanted me to start putting their logo on our photography, which is not going to happen. It wasn't going to happen, and I said no. There's no way. I'm not doing that. You don't own the photos. So there was a bigger argument about that, and then the last day, I was leaving, and I don't remember what it was that he said. Tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Tomorrow you guys are coming for that event, right? And I said yes. And I said, well, okay, well, tomorrow's your last event. And I said no. Then today's my last event, and you guys can figure out whatever out tomorrow. And sure enough, that was my last event. But they followed me all the way to the car, and it looked and it felt.
I remember, and you
like
guys were going
a
back and
breakup.
forth with it, and I was like, you know what? I'm done. I'm exhausted trying to argue with you guys. I'm going to the car. You guys can continue arguing.
And we were
I'm
still
done with
arguing
this.
for like 30 minutes. Well, 30 minutes after he went to the car.
I'm not gonna keep up with this. It was so exhausting.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. It got ridiculous at that point. So we were standing outside the car, like literally like
a couple breaking up.
And I just wanted to leave, and they didn't want to let me leave, because I told them no. I mean, fine. This is my last day. And sure enough, the next day they were calling, and they had the client call me. I'm just confirming that you're coming, and I said no, ma'am, I'm not going in. And but they said they already paid you, and they don't pay me until
literally
the
that
day
night.
up. So
after
they
we're leaving.
were saying the lady said that they could sue me because they could I'm not going because of the services, whatever. And I said they could do whatever they want. There's no contract, there's no money, there's nothing. Everything they would pay me was in cash, and even if there was a contract, everything was cash.
Didn't she try sending you something through Cash App that day?
She tried sending me something after the fact, but we had blocked them on Cash App because we knew that they were going to try to do something like that.
I mean, regardless, we weren't going to accept it.
Yeah. So there was a whole thing happening, right? So I had already done photo shoots for some of their clients, even for like upcoming clients, and I was arguing back and forth with them, and she was giving me a whole she was being petty and giving me ifs and buts about invoices of an invoice, because she wanted proof, which is, I understand, but she wanted to go back and forth with like correcting the name, correcting this and that. I got to the point where he was like, you know what, forget it, you don't have to pay me for anything, I'm not giving you any photos, you guys can redo their photo shoots and find your photographers, blah blah blah. I hung up on them and that's it. And she's like, no, we just want them to be, I just want it to be everything correct because I don't want any issues later. I said, no, I'm not correcting anything either. You send me the money or we're not doing anything at all. They even had their client come and visit and talk to me, and their client was on their side because they had bad mouthed us, which I don't care. I honestly, I could care less. But that's the type of people that they were. And look at them now and look at us now and whatever. I mean, I think they're gonna be bitter. They're always going to be bitter people, no matter how much money they have. And
they're never satisfied.
I think we, for the most part, are happy. I feel we're so much happier now than having to stress about their clients and having to stress about things that are out of our hands, because it's not our business to be able to control. Here we can control it, and I'm so happy about that. And that's all I have to say. We got rid of the negative part and the toxic part of our life. It was a chapter. It was a toxic chapter into something better for both of us.
And I'll be completely honest. I mean, up until those last couple weeks that we were like all rocky with them, everything was always good. Like, sometimes they were in a mood, I guess because of themselves, so we kind of knew it. But we got along with the rest of the staff that was there.
But I think it was because of that, like, because it turned toxic.
That's what I'm saying. Like, everything was going really good. I mean, there were no matter, even at our place and their place and anywhere you go, you're just gonna run into issues with the clients or the guests, and you get like kind of get rubbed the wrong way, but you just wash it off because you know what, that event's done, and you move on to the next one.
Yep.
So aside from that, but with them, and there was always real like not a friendship, but like friendly coworkers, and there was always this and that, and I enjoyed the situation. Like, it was a cool little thing that we had going on, but then once that little nail started going into that tire, it just got deflated, going down till like it hit the rim, and that's when it got really
if she
awkward.
Wouldn't have said, okay, we want to see what
she always liked to jump the gun.
What we're gonna do from here on out, meaning if she wasn't gonna give us a warning, I mean, we would have been without anything, because we both left he left his full-time job because we were doing that completely, right? So where would we have stood? We made the smartest decision ever for us. They already had a backup photographer, otherwise they wouldn't have found somebody so quickly for the event the next day. Proof that they had a photographer, which is fine. That's great for them. It's what they were supposed to do, because they knew we were leaving.
It's like any business, they're never going to they want you to give your 2 weeks notice, but they don't want to give you 2 weeks notice in advance. They're just going to drop you when they want to drop you, and that's across the board.
And that's what they didn't like. I feel like
we took that power away from them.
Or it's like we didn't let them. And it's like, okay.
And mind you, I know some people were like, well, you sound really unprofessional or this and that. I had the biggest gripe the next day where Eric was like, the client's calling me and this and that, and they're texting me. And I felt really guilty. Like, I felt bad for the client, not because of them, but I was no way I was going to show up like an idiot and look stupid, because they were running their mouth to the rest of the staff.
As it was when we had the huge argument, the first argument, he was always like, "There's no way I'm going. Like, there's no way I'm showing up to the events." We still had to put a face and
awkwardly hi,
professional,
hello.
And we didn't talk to anybody. Their kid at that point, because their kids loved us. Their kids we even took their kids to the movies with our nieces and all of that. So it did get to the point to where even their kids were talking to us like no hi, like nothing. Like, it was nothing.
Everyone was really cold.
All the wait staff, like, it was just hey, what's up? my babe blocked everybody.
I was like, I'm not messing around with this.
The only person that I kept was the photo booth person. And then now I know that they got fired too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We got all the tea from them.
Some tea. I went more tea, but yeah, it's just I feel like they could handle things differently, especially because they've been in the industry longer. But there's always people that, like my babe says, people will jump the gun. She was the type of person that will jump the gun
if put it's her foot in her mouth.
And they can be great people if you serve them. Unless you're not serving them for whatever reason, they will be, okay with you. If not, goodbye. And that was the situation with us. And it's fine because we're in a better place. If I see them, I will not say hi. I will ignore them. It's just not a cordial thing where, let me say hi because
to be polite.
Let's be polite. Normally, I would be. Normally, if I see somebody, if there was some sort of history there, I will be polite and will say hi. I have run into them, I think, one time or twice. Maybe I've run into them more than once or twice.
Unfortunately.
And I would not say hi to them. There's no reason for me to do so. And if I'm able to sway my way around to not run into them, I will do that. Just to avoid any bad, I don't want to have a bad day just because I saw them or whatever. But that was our cheese of the day. It's good to get it off our chest.
More you, because you've just been
I've been trying to talk about this for 5 years,
guys, and I'm just like,
I was like, no, I'm not gonna talk about it. I don't know, but I think it's been long enough, and I know people have asked me. And it's just, it's there. It's not a big deal. It's just
it's just kind of over
what happened. And so that's our story time of the day of how we quit / got fired from our jobs. This is Thanksgiving week, guys. Hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving. Our plans are what, mi amor?
We will be going to my sister-in-law's house, their new home.
Which I love.
We're going to be breaking it in the first Thanksgiving there as a family. So it'll be my in-laws, her in-laws, my mom, us, the nieces, just having a good old time.
Yeah, what I love is that our families always kind of celebrate the holidays together. So it's good.
Yeah.
But happy Thanksgiving, guys. Happy holidays. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. I hope you are spending this time with your family and take the time to be thankful for what you have and what you don't have.
Because we always all want more, and sometimes we have to remember that what we have, other people would love to have.
Would love to have. Most definitely. Yeah. Right?
Yep.
We'll talk to you guys soon.
Bye.
Bye.